Taco Bell's Nacho Fries. Have you heard of them? I bet you have. Everybody has. Whether you like them or not, everyone's heard of them. And now you're going to learn how to make them. And by the way, that's a big old bowl of nacho cheese. You want to learn how to make nacho cheese? I'm going to show you. Because that's what I do around here. I show you how to do stuff. A couple of secret ingredients you're going to need to know. You can easily order these. And then you're making nacho fries at home. Let's get started making the nacho cheese sauce. We got a tablespoon of butter that we're melting in the pan here. We're going to put a tablespoon of flour on top of that to start making our roux. You want to make sure that you cook the flour enough that it's going to not have a grittiness to that. Raw flour will ruin your nacho cheese sauce. Basically, there's only a couple of rules to nacho cheese sauce if you've never made this. First of all, get your ingredients perfect, and the second step is don't screw anything up. Other than that, it's really easy to do. So if you do everything absolutely perfectly, it's pretty easy. Actually, it's not that hard, but just don't screw anything up. So I had a little bit too much butter there, so I'm adding a little bit more flour. So now I'm playing with my recipe on the fly. This is where you get into danger territory if you haven't done this a bunch of times. If you're making a roux, you really want to make sure that you have equal parts fat and flour, and you'll know that when you get it to look just right. Now, this is something where you don't necessarily want a really brown roux. You want it fairly light colored, and I'm going a little further than I probably should be. But yeah, it doesn't have to be this brown to make a roux for this. We're going to add our milk to this here, and since I have basically a tablespoon and a half each, I'm going with 6 ounces of milk, which means I'm going to have to adjust my cheese a little bit, which is okay because I kind of planned for that. If you have 6 ounces of milk, you need 6 ounces of cheese, basically. We have a sharp cheddar here, which gives us a great flavor that I've grated myself. Can you use American cheese for this? Yes. But you're going to get a very different nacho cheese sauce. And the other thing you absolutely positively do not ever do is get the milk too hot. Basically right here, we have our bechamel. You do not want this scorching hot before everything goes in. After it sits for a minute or two, it's going to thicken up real nicely. And at this point, you know everything's cooked in real good. And as you can see, I have it a wee bit too hot because it's bubbling, and I had forgotten to turn that down. The beauty of filming and doing this is you are doing 3 things at once, and that gets a little tricky. You basically turn the heat off, let the bechamel, the milk sit for 30 seconds or a minute, something like that, and then put your cheese in. If you put it in while it's bubbling, you will break the cheese sauce, and it will get gritty and nasty, and that is the number one sin of nacho cheese. So don't do that. If you do that, there are some ways that you can kind of fix it. Basically, what you do is let it cool down, add more milk to it, and it will start to combine a little bit better. And then you can add just a little bit more cheese to thicken it back up, but you do that over a very low heat, just enough heat to melt the cheese. And this is the point where I realized, ooh, I think I had that too hot. Yeah, we're going to have to fix a little bit, which I'm not going to show all of that because it depends on how you've messed yours up. Mine was only slightly off, so it was easy enough to fix. If it's completely turned to cheese curds, you can't fix that, start over. But you can see here, I have fixed it. I added, another 2 ounces of milk and 2 ounces of cheese, and boom, we have nacho cheese sauce. And that's basically the secrets of making nacho cheese sauce and what you do if you screw it up. And I will suggest do not try filming while making nacho cheese sauce, especially if you haven't done it in a while or if you've never done it. Yeah, the camera really messes you up, so don't do that. But yeah, we're just combining everything and letting it cool down nicely. Make sure you get all the edges, and that's nacho cheese sauce. There you go. Now, making the fries couldn't be any easier. Take a bunch of frozen French fries and throw them in a deep fryer. At 375, throw your lid down on top of this because it's going to spatter because they're frozen. Now make sure they're broken up because sometimes they stick. Let those cook until they're nice and perfect. That'll depend on your fries, your fryer, and a few other things, but it'll take a good 3 minutes at least to get your fries. And that's it. Just put them in a bowl and move on to the next step. Time is critical. As soon as these come out, we've got to load these up with flavor. And what do we have here? We have 2 of these great seasonings from Flavor God. Flavor God. Okay, this is your nacho cheese, and this is your spicy fiesta. Fiesta sweet and tangy, sorry. So, we're just going to take our fries right here and put a bunch of this on. Toss them while they're still hot and you still got a little bit of oil on it. Give them a decent amount because you want them to taste good. And there's that. Now you give them a little bit of this. This is literally how they do it. Pretty much exactly. They have the 2 things, the nacho and their seasoning. And you just toss them. Nacho fries. That's it. Nacho fries. Nacho fries. Right there. The camera is still recording. Oh my goodness, the camera's actually recording. That's crazy. And you saw the nacho cheese. Yes. So what do we have here? We have a basket of nacho fries. Extra seasoning on there. What the heck? So these kind of seem to be the secret to this. The biggest secret is to get them the second they come out of the oil. They better still be glistening the whole thing, because that is what this is going to stick to. These do not stick to cold or dry fries very well at all. So that's the tip right there. But how does it taste? You'll have to make it and find out. I will tell you, but you'll just accuse me of lying. So I'm okay with that. I was going to taste this anyways. So we got our nacho cheese, our nacho fries. This is going to be hot as hell. Ooh, yeah, there's nacho fries. At home, super easy. Again, if you don't have a deep fryer, the fries can be done shallow fry. Do not bake them in the oven. It will not work very well. If you're baking them in the oven anyways, put this on before you bake them. That way, as it cooks, the steam comes out. This will melt into it. It might turn out, but it won't turn out this good. But you won't know that until you go get all the ingredients and make this yourself. Seriously, that's so good. There's a reason why these things are a huge hit. The camera's still recording. This is cool. All right, I'm going to take that as an omen to cut this short, because I still have the camera recording and everything's good. So thanks for watching. Here's your nacho fries. There's your nacho cheese. And this is Nacho Video. This is my video. And thank you for watching it. And I'll see you on the next one.